Jordan, huge congratulations. You're in another World Cup semi-final, and you are the England player with more appearances at World Cup now than any other player. Those are two massive things to happen you in one night, aren't they?
Yeah, I think first and foremost it's more about the team, like I always talk about, to get to another semi-final. We're at that stage where we need to keep going. We've had a great game tonight against a top opponent and we come through a test, and yeah, a great honour to be in another semi-final. Yeah, the record's a massive honour for myself and my family, but we're here for a team game. I mean, I'll reflect on that in years to come, but at this moment in time, everybody knows me. It's about getting the job done and focusing on the next game.
Hi, Jordan, from Norwegian Daily News here. Congratulations so much on going through. What was the key for you today to stop Erling Haaland, and what was your thought when you saw him getting subbed off? Yeah, I think everyone knows how good a player Erling is, but we also know how good a team Norway are. So it's not just an individual, it's a team game, and yeah, they played good today. They got the goal and we had to bounce back, and we had to go into deep waters and go in extra time and get the result.
Jordan, from Colombia, Wilson Gannon. I want to ask you, how do you describe Jude Bellingham? That today he was the man of the match.
Yeah, he's brilliant. His mentality is what puts him on that level. To come up at times every game, to make blocks. You see in the last game against Mexico, that last-ditch tackle from a set piece. That's just as good as a goal. And we know the qualities everybody has up top, and Jude's getting the rewards. And yeah, he's been top level and may continue.
Jordan, obviously, the manager has spoken after the game about maybe not being the best performance, but how does that show the standards that you guys are setting, that you're in a World Cup semi-final and it feels like you could even improve and go on and do better? Yeah, I think you've got to always want to improve. To get to another semi-final is great, and we always want to keep improving. We'll reflect on the game and we'll analyse it before we move on to the next game, and that's the standards the manager set, and that's what we set as a team ourselves. I think tonight, though, the humidity, I think it was, for me, we talked about altitude in Mexico, but I think tonight was probably the most humid game we've played in all tournaments, so I would say that plays a bit of a factor as well.
Jordan, over here. Stephanie Sherman from Venezuela first. Well, congratulations. And second, can you talk a little bit about the mentality of England? Because sorry, can you hear me better? The game before against Mexico, and then this game, you guys fought until the end, even when the other team were doing a very good game too.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you've got to go in the trenches, and you've got to be resilient, and you've got to roll your sleeves up as a team, and that's what we've got. We've got that togetherness, that team spirit, and you know, the commitment. We drive ourselves. We'll never say never, and you know, the manager wants us to improve going forward, and yeah, we definitely want to do that ourselves. But when the going gets tough, we're resilient and we dig in as a team and make blocks, and make headers, make saves, and everyone's putting the effort in to get the result. And I think everyone can see that. Everyone can see that at home, and hopefully they're having a good night.
Hi Jordan, congratulations, Aisha Galati, Haters TV. Really an amazing performance all rounds, but for you have a really unique position in goal, being so close to the fans for so much of those matches. Just how much do they get you guys going and ultimately get you over the line and into a semi? No,
we're like, for us as lads, we know how much it means to us, and we know how much it means to them, and for them to be out in their voices in every game, you know, spending well-earned money, well-hard money to come over and support us, it means a lot to us, and all we want to do is pay them back. And we also have our families there as well, so it's a team thing, and we all do it for this badge that we're wearing, and we're immensely proud to be putting in the shirt on every game we play in.
Hi, Jordan, over here. From a Norwegian VG, from a Norwegian perspective, of course, the disallowed goal was a big talking point. What was your view on that situation, and what did you think when the referee went out to the screen?
Yeah, it always happens in football. VAR's there now. I've not seen it back. I would say VAR's, you know, stop us getting a penalty and stop them scoring a goal. So it's evened itself out, and you can't comment on it too much. And for me, that's the laws of the game now, and that's what you've got to be careful for. We were in the pre-World Cup meeting, and they said they would punish things like that, and that's what they've done. Cheers.
Hi, Pickford got sparred from Nigeria. Good one today. What can you say about Harry Kane's leadership and Bellingham getting a brace today? And yes, what can you say about that?
Yeah, Harry sets the standards on and off the field, and we know that the standards, as you said from yourself, and he's a great role model for everybody. And when you've got a lead like that, you need other leaders behind him, and that's what we've got. We've got a team full of leaders, and like we've spoke about earlier, Jude's popped up with 2 great goals again, and we've got over the line, and now we need to recover and get ready for the next game. Thank you, we'll leave it there. Thank you. See you, Bobby.
Jude, over here, mate.
Oh, Robbie, okay.
Huge congratulations, Jude. You're in a World Cup semi-final. I said to you after the Mexico win, I asked you about the guts and the sheer will to win in this team. It was there again for all to see. Was it even more tonight with the injuries and the heat?
Yeah, good evening all. No, definitely. I think it's the game split into loads of different kind of facets. You know, some of it's technical, tactical, and for me the biggest one is psychological and how you can manage setbacks, how you can manage adversity, and this team showed yet again that they can do it, and that's a really valuable skill and trait to have going into this stage of the tournament.
Thomas has just been quite critical of the performance after the game. Does that show the standards that he expects, the standards you guys expect of each other, and maybe that there's more to come from the team?
Maybe, but maybe he doesn't know what it's like to play in those kind of conditions against Erling Haaland, Odegaard, Nusa, Sorloth. You know, that's not an easy team to play against. So, you know, I think we've tried to create a positive environment. We should continue that going into the Final Four. I can't speak highly enough for the lads. You're not going to win every game popping the ball and making 1,000 passes. Sometimes you have to win dirty, and we've done that again tonight.
Hola Jude, aquí Roberto Quintana de Televisión Española. Lo primero, enhorabuena por el pase a semifinales. Quedáis 3 de las mejores selecciones, 2 finalistas de la Eurocopa, una de las finalistas del último Mundial. Veremos lo que hace Argentina. ¿Qué te dice esto para ti que las grandes habéis respondido y estáis en semifinales? España, Francia, Inglaterra.
Es increíble para nuestro país, para todo el país. Es un día muy especial y a por más, ojalá.
Hi Jude, over here.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Congratulations, Aisha Galati from Haters TV. You were the match winner in a World Cup quarter-final. You're into a semi-final. That must just feel incredible. Is this something you ever dreamt of growing up? Is it beyond your wildest dreams?
Yeah, probably a bit beyond, to be honest. I'm a confident boy, but I don't think you go to bed at night dreaming about games like that. So I've said before in the other interviews that I've done, it's nice to have an impact and to help my team, but my God, the effort of those lads in there, you know, I'm so proud of how they keep battling regardless of what situations we find ourselves in. They can be really proud, and I know they are, and I'll make sure they feel that as well.
Jude, congrats to your 2 goals and to make it to the semi-final. Before your first goal, the ball touched the camera or the rope of the camera. Did you see that? Did you guys see that? Or
didn't see that, mate. Sorry, didn't see it. Sorry.
Bellingham por acá. Bueno, Stephanie Schurman de Venezuela para Solo Next. Primero, felicitarte. Y segundo, pues, ¿qué se siente marcar los 2 goles que ahora tiene a tu equipo en semifinales? Y, bueno, ¿qué mensaje quieres enviarle a todos los fanáticos que están apoyando a Inglaterra?
Estoy contento, ayuda a mi equipo otra vez. Pero es un gran esfuerzo de todos mis compañeros, staff y los fans también. Es un día muy especial para Inglaterra.
Hey, you, how are you? Congratulations, Alonso Contreras for Air Sport Network. How do you manage the pressure because you were with a possible yellow card to play and it could miss the semifinal? How I mean, through the game, do you think about that? How do you manage the pressure, and why do you talk to the coach as well?
Yeah, my mom's telling me all week to watch my language, watch my tackles, watch my face, watch my emotions. So, yeah, I think she drilled it into me all week about being careful of that yellow card. And to be honest, when you play the right way, and credit to the referee, it was class, he still let you communicate in a respectful way. A lot of referees don't let you do that. So I think when I get the balance right and there's a referee who's willing to listen, it makes it a lot easier. And in the end, it was just a really well competed game of football. And yeah, luckily I got through it.
Hey, Jude, es para Globovisión en Venezuela. Bueno, la gente cantó todo Hey You al final, ¿no? Creo que has tenido 2 partidos extraordinarios, un mundial increíble. ¿Cómo te sientes en lo particular tú? Y la condición física también del equipo, porque ha costado mucho cada minuto del partido.
Bueno, muchas gracias por estas palabras. Es difícil, pero es difícil ganar la Mundial y todos necesitamos más todos los días, todos los partidos y por eso estamos en el semifinales.
Hello, hi Jude. Here from Norwegian newspaper. Congratulations with the victory. Thomas Tuchel said after the game in interviews that you were a tad lucky also to beat Norway today. What do you think about the statement from the boss?
No comment.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Jed, over here, mate, straight in front of you. Huge congratulations. You're in a World Cup semi-final. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's a blessing, dream come true. And yeah, man, I'm very happy to be a semi-final. Can you hear me?
Just try again. Jed, let me do that one again. You can guess what's coming. Huge congratulations, a World Cup semi-final. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's a blessing. I'm grateful, and yeah, it's a dream come true.
And in terms of, we talked about the guts that the team showed in altitude and backs to the wall with 10 men against Mexico in Mexico City. With all the injuries that were happening with the heat out there, was that even more gutsy tonight?
Yeah, it was a tough game with the heat, but you know the boys dug in, we all dug in, and yeah, we got over the line, man.
Spence. Hi. Well, first, congratulations. And I also want to ask you, what do you feel like coming into a quarterfinal that's already very hard to play, and to a Norway that did a very good game against you guys? I don't know if you can hear me.
No, not really. Sorry.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Sorry. I was just saying first, congratulations. And well, I was just asking you, you came into one of the most difficult games, now thinking the semi-final. And what do you think about Norway? Because, well, they did a very great game.
Yeah, they did a good game. They're a good team. They defended well, and you know we had to break them down, pound the rock. But yeah, we done it, and we're happy.
How are you? Hi, how are you? My name is Alonso Contreras from Air Sport Network. What does it mean for England to have Jude Bellingham at the best level that he's showing? You know, he was with a yellow card precaution that he could miss the next game, but he showed up with two goals and put England to the next phase, semi-finals.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal player, big player, and big players turn up at the big games, and that's what he's done every game for us. So yeah, fantastic player.
Hello, Spence. What did Thomas tell you before you go into the pitch? It seems like both of you were a little bit mad.
Sorry, say that again?
What did Thomas Tuchel tell you before you get into the pitch? It seems like both get a little bit mad.
He was a little bit mad. No, I think it's just passion, just psyching me up to go on the pitch and cause trouble, and yeah, that's what I did.
Jed, many controversies in this game. One of them, the penalty. Can you please tell us how you experienced that situation?
Say that again, sorry?
The penalty situation, how did you experience that? What do you think about that part?
What's my thoughts on it? I mean, the whole world saw it, so yeah, I'll let everyone decide. I've got no comment for that one.
Hi, Spence. Congrats on the win. I wanted to ask you how important it is to have the fans. I know that you've trained in Florida already, in Tampa. You had some friendlies. How did the weather? It seems like you guys got more rhythm, faster, stronger, and obviously you guys got the result.
Yeah, we had to dig in, and as the game went on, we got stronger. The players came on, made a difference, and yeah, I thought we were stronger than them like when the game went on. So yeah.
Jed over here. Could I ask you about the resilience that you guys have shown at Mexico City to come here today, the heat, all the rest of it? I mean, what kind of position does that put you in for the rest of the tournament here? And just the character that you guys have right now is pretty incredible to be a part of, right?
Yeah, we've got great character, great team spirit, and that's what we've been building over the last couple of months. And yeah, it's a family, and we're all together, and yeah, we'll die for each other.
Hi Djed, huge congratulations, incredible to make it through to a World Cup semi-final. I want to ask you a bit about your performance, because when you came on it felt like you really had the bit between your teeth, you were so tenacious, really going for everything. Can you talk me through a little bit about that mentality and what it meant? You must have known the end goal, right?
Yeah, listen, I just want to make the country proud, the nation proud, my team proud, the manager proud, and yeah, when I step on the pitch, I'll give 100%, 110% for this country, and yeah, I'm just grateful to do my part.
Hi, Djed. I just wanted to ask you about the Norway team one more time. Erling Haaland came off in the midway through extra time. I wonder what your reaction was. Obviously, you prepared for every Norwegian attacker, but were you surprised by that decision?
No, not really. Wasn't really focused on him, to be fair. But obviously, it was a tough game. Everyone was feeling it, and just guess he was tired. I guess so. He had to come off. I don't know. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Cheers.